What's up everybody, Johnny Omega here, giving you my review of Escape Room. This is a typical first quarter movie that stars a lot of people you're not familiar with and is directed by somebody that's probably done one or two things you've ever heard of. Maybe it's just me, but that's where I'm at. But unlike most films that fall into this category, I actually enjoyed this one. This movie centers around 6 strangers who, in an attempt to win some money, sign up to an escape room. Escape rooms are real popular, you guys have probably heard of them. I've actually done one myself and it was a lot of fun. What's cool about this movie though is that every time they make it out of one room, it leads directly into another, and each one that they go into is more elaborate than the last one. Where this movie really shines is the actual escape rooms. This movie does a really good job of building up tension because when you're watching these people in these rooms, you don't know what's going to happen, you don't know how they're going to make it out, you don't even know who's going to make it out. The actors in this movie work pretty well together too. The characters are kind of stereotypical, but I don't think it takes away from the movie. In something like this, you know you're going to have your typical jerk character, you're going to have your know-it-all, you're going to have your quiet character, you're going to have your athletic type, you're going to have your take-charge leader type. It's kind of a Breakfast Club type of scenario because all these characters have different backgrounds and come from different walks of life. And when the backstories become established and you actually see why these people are acting the way that they act in these situations, it's actually very interesting. They kind of edit this movie the way Suicide Squad did their flashbacks, where the characters are in a certain position or doing a certain thing and then it morphs into their flashback and then it morphs back out. I thought that was cool, but where the movie really lacked was the writing. The interaction with these characters when they first meet is actually kind of weird, and I don't know why they did it like this. The first problem is that only one character seems even remotely okay with being there. Even though there's a big cash prize and they all voluntarily signed up for this escape room, they all have the attitude like they would rather be doing something else. And the second thing is that all the guy characters seem to be almost exclusively mean to this one particular person, and you never really understand why. It's so prevalent that at one point the guy actually says, "I feel like I'm playing the world's funnest game with the world's meanest people." The movie does go back to being interesting when you find out why these people were picked for the escape room in the first place. But it was a little while after that where the movie took a complete and utter nosedive. The ending was just a complete letdown. The movie sets up and progresses as if there's going to be some big reveal at the end or that this all is going to lead to something, but it all leads to nothing. If this was the original ending of the script, simply put, the writers did a bad job. It seems to me that at some point during the production, the ending was changed to leave it open for sequels, and that's why nothing was really answered. Because if this is what the writers turned in, and then the movie was greenlit as is, if I'm the head of Columbia Pictures, we about to have some closed door meetings around here because somebody gonna tell me something. But the movie had a pretty low budget based on Hollywood standards, so I'm pretty sure that they'll make a profit, which is just gonna justify a sequel. So in conclusion, the writing was up and down, the acting was pretty good, the characters actually worked pretty well together for the most part. The escape rooms themselves were great and actually did a great job of building up tension as it went along. I'd say the movie was a solid combination between Saw, Final Destination, and the Belko Experiment. All that being said, I'd say this movie is worth a watch. I almost said that this movie is cool to watch if there's nothing else on TV because of the ending, but I just couldn't do it because even with all its flaws, the first 2 acts of this movie were legitimately solid. And I gotta admit that the concept was actually good. So if there's a sequel and it's better than the original, this could potentially be a franchise. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button to see what we got coming next.